guys, it's April and I garden down in southeast Nebraska, zone 6A, and today I am going to be planting my bunching onions, my daisies, and there's one more thing. I just literally made the tags. So I'm doing strawflowers, daisies, and bunching onions along with my garlic. This is the first year I've done the garlic, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. I just saw them on row 7 and they looked fascinating, so I thought, why not? So I'm going to be starting those. I have the Yago bunching onion that I'm going to mostly be focusing my bunching on. And then I have what's left of my candy and my Cabernet that I planted last week. So if you want to go watch that video, you totally can. But I'm going to, first of all, reseed some of the cells that didn't germinate in this past week. And then what is left, I am going to seed into some of these trays like bunching onions, just so I have backup, because onion seeds don't last very long. So I want to use them all this year. As for the daisies and the strawflowers, I have some seeds that I have collected. And then I also have a bunch of pink and white strawflowers. Now, I've never started strawflowers inside, so this will be the first time I have tried that. I have tried starting them outside and it didn't work so well. And I have bought strawflowers several times over the past couple of years from garden centers, and they have just done so well for me. So I want to see if I can start my own. And then I have these pink shade paper daisies and this Livingston daisy mix. I did start these last year, but by the time I was putting stuff outside, they just weren't very big or very hardy, and none of them made it. So I'm hoping if I start them earlier this time around, they'll be bigger, they'll be hardier, but we'll see. My last frost date is usually around the end of April. Some of these things I will be planting out before that, like the onions and the garlic will definitely be going out before that. But then I usually end up planting out everything else by about May 13th is probably when most of these flowers are going to be going outside in pots and in the ground. So if you want to follow along with me with your seed starting, those are my tells for when I need to start seeds. But what I'm going to start out with, I'm going to start out with some of the pots, both the lettuce and the onions. Some of them need reseeded, so I'm going to do that first, and then we can move on to some of these. So there are a couple cells like these 3 right here, and I've got a couple here, and about 3 over here where nothing has come up. And so I'm going to put 5 or so more seeds in each of those areas. And then when I do that, I will recover them with vermiculite and spray this down again. So over on this side we have the Cabernet, and over on this side we have the candy. First pack I grabbed is the candy. Can't forget the vermiculite. I'll probably just spray this whole thing. So here you can see most of the lettuce is doing pretty well. The winter lettuce is doing good. The spinach lettuce is great. Spotted Aleppo is good as well. Butter King is a little spotty, so I'm gonna add a few more seeds. And the little gem didn't come up at all, so I'm wondering if the seeds are just too old. So I think I'm just gonna dump the rest of the seeds in here. So we've got the Butter King here. Really should check the date on the little gem. That might have been too much. But if we have the same kind of germination, then maybe it's not too much. Okay. This is from 2021. The Butter King. The date has since been ripped off, so I can't tell you. No, 2021. So that's what, 5 years ago? It's a lot, but that's okay. Just go very light with this. With that. Now we just wait to see if we'll get any better germination. So I think I'm gonna start with this tray of 6 packs. Each of these is gonna have 2 packs of each of the things I want to plant. I'm gonna go with my Strawflowers and my daisies that are not saved seeds. The real question is, what kind of order do I want to go in? So the first one I have is the Strawflowers, and this is the vintage white. Now Strawflowers, they're just surface sow. They need the light to germinate. So I'm gonna treat these just like I treated my lettuce and my onion seeds. I'm gonna try and get a couple in each cell. See if I can grab the stuff off the tape. There is not a lot in here, is there? Those were the vintage white. Then I have the silvery rose. Now the Eden Brothers packs, I'm not a huge fan of. It's nearly impossible to get into without destroying the name. So much static in these bags, I can't get the seeds out. Next is the bright rose from Johnny's. And I have the bright rose also from Eden Brothers. So I'll do a little experiment to see which one I like better. That was what, bright rose Johnny's. And here we have the bright rose, the Eden Brothers. Oh, there are a ton in here. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the pink shade paper daisies. And once again, these are surface sow, so they can have the light to germinate. These ones are super fuzzy. They always make me smile. And then the Livingston daisy. Once again, surface sow. These are about the size of poppy seeds. I'm aiming for 2. I might be getting slightly more than that. I'm going to be very light with the vermiculite, because we still want that light to peek through. This is just to keep the moisture up and the fungus down. Okay, so here's where things get interesting. I'm gonna start with the sweet garlic. Those are gonna go in these 6-packs. I'm gonna think it's what, 2 to 3 seeds per cell is what I'm aiming for. Oh yeah, those look exactly like onion seeds. I'm going to start out with aiming for 2, and if I have any seeds left over, I'm going to put them in the cell somewhere. Oh no, I lost track of where I was. That's not good. Okay, that is all of them. So what is left of the Cabernet and the candy, I'm going to put into the same little tray as bunching onions, and I'm okay if they're a little mix and match. This is the cab. I'm going to mostly put it on this first half. Candy. Not a lot left of those, which is why I decided I'm just going to mix them. And since they grow different colors, it'll be easy to tell the difference between the two. Which means these 3 are going to be the Yago bunching. I absolutely adore this onion. They are so good and they grow so stinking well. I even fermented some of these last summer, and we're eating them right now, and they are just delicious. Okay, so that is all of the onion style stuff. So over here, I am going to try some of my collected Gerber daisies and some of my collected Strawflowers. I don't expect these to do very well, but I'll plant them the same way I did the other Strawflowers and the other daisies. As soon as I put the tag on for the Yagos. Oh, I did not put the labels on the paper daisies and the Livingston daisies. I need to go back and do that. This is my mental note. Ta-da! I'm not sure any of these are gonna make it. I don't know if seeds were mature enough or got pollinated. I did try last year to start Gerber daisies and it just did not go well. Nothing germinated for me. And it wasn't just my own safe seeds that I tried it with. Before I cause too much chaos, let me kind of press these down so maybe I won't send them flying when I turn on the water. I don't want to accidentally mix these up. So the Gerber. These are the pink Strawflowers. Going to be a little heavier handed with the onion and the garlic seeds with the vermiculite because they don't need the light, they just need the shallow grow. Okay, I think that's good. So this is normally when I would show you how the seedlings are doing that I have planted previously and if they've germinated and all that, but because you've already saw that when I was reseeding some of those pots, I'm not gonna do that. So that was all I really wanted to complete for today. I've got all of my onions now planted out. I've got the start of some of my annual flowers. Next, I believe I've got some coleus, some biannuals, some poppies, and then my cabbages and my bok choy. So those are gonna happen within the next couple of weeks. And by then, we will be in March, which means I will be starting peppers and tomatoes. I'm kind of excited about it. I don't know why I'm whispering. I'm just excited to see what this season brings. And of course, if you wanna follow me on this journey, feel free to subscribe down below. Hit the bell to do all things to get all of the notifications. I would also love to hear where you're at in your seed starting journey, if you've decided to start seeds this year, or if you haven't and you decided that seed starting isn't for you, what are you most looking forward to getting from the garden centers? Because I'm always looking for new varieties and new things to try. So tell me down below. I also have an Instagram and Threads account that I usually keep a little more up to date than my weekly YouTube videos. So if you want to follow me over there as well to see when these guys start popping up, you can do that as well. Otherwise, I hope I will see you guys again in another video, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.